What is good? What is good? What is good, my people? Listen, it's Orange Bowl week. So much to talk about, y'all. Listen, man, you already know it's your boy Ruck in the building today. Man, doing something new, starting a new thing, man. We're going to start calling this the morning vibe, but today it's the afternoon vibe, man. Quick videos on just what's going on in the world of Tennessee sports, what's going on in the world of Tennessee athletics. Y'all can see the boy got the new pod set up, getting some new lights and stuff, getting some stuff ready. But y'all, man, today we diving into all things Orange Bowl. Tennessee basketball has a game tonight. Big start to SEC play against OLE Miss. And then y'all, man, we're just gonna chop it up a little second about Tennessee football, man. So many things in store. Y'all already know what it is. It's straight up Tennessee, baby.
To Northander, sets the race onto the field. The finals will be boring the giant sea that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day becoming Glendale as the big orange sets the race on the Shield Buckins Field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
What's good, my family? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee, man. It is the afternoon vibe on a Wednesday. Y'all, you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us right here below, man, on Twitter at Straight Up TN, Facebook at Straight Up Tennessee, Instagram at Straight Up Tennessee, man. Welcome to the show today. Quick show, man. Tomorrow, my boy Turner will be back. It's going to be a dope show, man. Midweek chat tomorrow, man. Them boys and girls are heading to the Orange Bowl. And I know you're like, Ruck, you supposed to be going too. Thank you, Southwest Airlines. Because of work and because of other options, man, I have so many flight points with Southwest. Love Southwest. That was my free flight down to Miami for the Orange Bowl. And if you guys are in any type of relativeness to what's happening in the world right now, you know that Southwest and a lot of other airlines, but mainly Southwest, is canceling a ton of flights. And that included mine down to Miami. So I will not be attending the Orange Bowl. I am crushed. But, man, I told Turner, I said, Turner, y'all better turn up every single night. Like, I don't want you to come home and be like, I wish I would have done this. Nah, bro, go turn up. You, my homie Nate, Fuzzy, Abby, y'all turn up, man. The Ruckers are going to miss y'all, man, me and Jack. But, man, it's all Orange Bowl prep, y'all. The team arrived. Had a great Christmas, and they got there this week, man. They've been going through practices. Monday had practice. It was a little rainy and cold, actually, in Florida and Miami. Tuesday, a little bit of the same, but sun came out, had a better day. And then today, man, I know that the offense met with the media. Thought it was really cool to see Joey Hosley step in as that offensive coach, if you would. We're not going to call him the offensive coordinator yet. He's close, though. I think they're going to hire Joey Hosley. I think it makes sense. He's a hyper prodigy. I feel like Hosley is going to not just call the game the way Josh Heupel wants, but he's also going to put the guys, especially those quarterbacks, in the best situations possible. And so I feel like Joey Hosley is the guy, man. But they met with the media today. It's awesome to hear Joe Milton just kind of own where he's been, but not only own where he's been, but own where he can go. And he's excited, man. Just listening to his preparation, listening to the way that when reporters ask him questions, man, it's like he's done this forever. And I know Joe's a veteran, 5 years. He's definitely coming back next year to be the starter at Tennessee, pending anything crazy happens with him just not playing as well as he should, and Nico Iamaleava playing better, Taven Jackson playing better. Y'all, there's so many options when it comes to this quarterback room. And you think Josh Heupel's not going to go get another quarterback in 2024? Absolutely, he is. And so, man, full-blown Orange Bowl prep, man. I can't wait for the midweek chat tomorrow to get Turner on here, man. We're going to dive way more into the Orange Bowl itself. But we'll still give you coverage, man. We're going to start doing these more frequently. I'm not going to tell you we're going to do the morning vibe on every single day. But, man, when some big news comes out, get ready. We're going to be on here, and especially it's going to be me. And I love vibing out with the Straight Up Tennessee family, man. Right here is a great time to like, comment, and subscribe, and to talk about our sponsor in Tennessee Sporting Goods, man. Tennessee Sporting Goods is the sole provider of all things Straight Up Tennessee. So hats, t-shirts, hoodies, everything that we do, we filter through Tennessee Sporting Goods, and they distribute for us. And so if you live in Knoxville, you're in luck, man. Go ahead and stop by their shop at 4817 North Broadway in the heart of Fountain City. If you're looking for sports uniforms, sports accessories, Letterman's jackets, cheerleading uniforms, anything of that nature, man, they can get it done for you. Call my man Taylor at 865-688-5454 and just watch how much you enjoy doing business with Tennessee Sporting Goods. Y'all, Tennessee basketball, big game tonight, man, against Ole Miss. Goodness gracious, what a big game this is. I think this is the beginning. This is the beginning to what Tennessee is going to look like in March. You're not playing. I mean, the SEC in basketball now, y'all, if you've been watching the SEC, it's not a cupcake, man. It's not what it used to be. Like, the SEC used to be, you had 3 great teams. Those 3 great teams normally were Kentucky, Auburn, Tennessee, and that third team would kind of switch every year. If it wasn't Auburn, it was maybe LSU. If it wasn't LSU, it was maybe Arkansas or Florida. And so now the SEC is a powerhouse conference for not just football, folks, for basketball as well. And no game is a cupcake game. Yes, Georgia's not very good. There's a couple of teams in the SEC that are not very good. However, it is the SEC, and you can still be beaten at any given point. I've always said it like this. Basketball is a little bit different than football in a sense of, in football, if you have a bad quarter, if you're the better team, you're not going to lose that game. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, you can't play bad for an entire half and expect to win. Now, basketball is a game of runs, right? I mean, we can be up 20 points and that thing get cut in half. But the thing about basketball is, if you show up flat, unlike football, you can show up flat in a football game, figure it out and go. Basketball game's a little bit shorter, man. There's not as many timeouts. There's not as many breaks. There's not as many change. I mean, there's way more change of possession, but there's not as many, how do I say? There's not many opportunities for you to just bounce back if you start extremely flat. And so I think there's, in the game of basketball, man, there are so many things that can happen with 3-4 minutes on the clock if the game's close. Even if the game's a 10-point game, man, 10-point game with 4 or 5 minutes left, you could win that thing. But at the same time, if you come out flat, like Tennessee has known to do. I mean, I just go back and look at the Colorado game, man. I was live at Bridgestone Arena watching that piss poor game and watching how bad we played, man. It was frustrating because it's just like, that's not us. That's not who we are. We don't play like that. That's not a Rick Barnes coach team. And that cannot happen tonight against Ole Miss, man. I mean, Zakai Ziegler, Santiago Vescovi, man, those guys have to be on point. And I mean, like, when I say on point, they cannot come out flat at all. The guard play has to be great. I feel like our bigs, Olivier Kamwa, man, he is coming out of his shell. His potential is being shown every single night he's on the floor, and I love it. And so tonight, man, Tennessee's a 7-point favorite right now. Matchup prediction on ESPN FPI has us as an 81.7% W. Man, but let me just tell you, Ole Miss is 8-4. They haven't lost to terrible teams. They lost to Memphis, man. They lost to UCF, which UCF basketball team, believe it or not, is not completely terrible. They're 8-2 this year. Now, do they play in a weaker conference? Sure. But they also have lost to North Alabama in a nail biter, which was an interesting game. They lost at home for that one, but now they got us. And Ole Miss, man, they return a guy named Matthew Morrell. He's a guard. He's their highest score at 15.6 a game. Man, I just think this game in Oxford, it's not in TBA. It's in Oxford. This is a game that Tennessee very well could lose. However, if they show up like they're supposed to, no problems are going to be seen. Rick Barnes and the thing that we know we're going to get from this team every night is great defense. I mean, even when you go to Arizona, you lose 75-70 and you hold a team that scores 90 points to 75. That's a good defensive battle. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hopefully they just go down, play the way they're supposed to, knock down shots, play well, win the basketball game because they can and they should. But man, I want to wrap up this afternoon vibe like this, y'all. Man, I love this. I think this is a great little update. I think this is something cool that we just need to do more often, man. And we will. This will only be on YouTube. We'll continue to put our big episodes out on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple Music. But our episodes like this, these will stay on YouTube. We'll chop them up like reels and do some things like that. But I just want to end like this, man. And we'll dive way more into this tomorrow on the midweek chat. Tennessee has a huge opportunity, man, in this football game on Friday night. I don't think people understand how many of our key guys, but also Clemson's key guys have opted out. And I think that we have to understand, yes, Joe Milton, he's not proven us anything, but we know the potential. We know what he can do. Jabari Small, we know what he can do. Jay Wright, we know what he can do. D. Samp, we know what he can do. Squirrel White, do we actually know everything that Squirrel can do, right? Do we know what all Squirrel White can do? Ramel Keaton, we have seen him blossom into what he's become. Brew McCoy, we know if Brew gets the ball in his hands, man, he's a nightmare. He's a nightmare to tackle. He's a nightmare to guard. Route running is on point. The thing that we still don't know about our team, and we're going to find out Friday night against a top 10 Clemson team who some say hadn't had the best year, man. I mean, dude, they lost 2 games. Like, I know Tennessee, like, we haven't been at a point where losing 2 games is like, oh, my God, we lost 2 games, right? But Clemson lost 2 games. I mean, the team is good. They got a new quarterback in Cade Kublik, freshman, man, DJ Ugalalabalalabalalaili. You know, he's transferred out and he's gone to Oregon State. But now it's time, man. This is what we're going to find out is who on this defense is going to prove that Tennessee is going to, again, be another top 10 team. And I think the defense is going to be the most important part and piece to that in 2023. Offensively, man, we know what we're going to get. We know what we're going to get. There's going to be a huge quarterback battle between those 3 guys. Joe Milton's your starter, pending anything wild happens. But this defense has something to prove. And that's what I am most excited and looking forward to on this game, man. But y'all, it's been the afternoon vibe on a Wednesday. Man, I hope y'all vibed out with us, man. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back tomorrow, man, for the midweek chat. We cannot wait to see you. Turner back in the building. They actually leave tomorrow as well. So we're shooting the midweek chat tonight. They leave tomorrow, man. I'm so crushed I don't get to spend some time with my family, but also I can't go see the boys on the last game. So sucks. But I'm excited, man. I cannot wait for this game still. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. It's been the afternoon vibe. It's your boy Ruck, and it's straight up Tennessee, baby. We out.